Was there ever like a particular moment that it kind of shifted your mindset to where, this it's either I can keep doing what I'm doing, or was there ever like a mental shift where you were like, okay, I need to do something about this. I need to, how can I overcome this? Was there ever like a pivotal moment for you that kind of takes shape within your story?
Yeah, absolutely. So, a very pivotal moment in my life was when I was 13 years old. I was bullied in school, really bad to a point where I haven't really told much people about this. I'm telling you because I feel like I can open up with you. But I almost took my own life when I was 13 years old. And it was truly only the grace of God that stopped me from doing it. I felt like He was in the room with me when I was going through it all. And honestly, He stopped me from doing it. And I owe everything to Him. That's why I'm so grateful for every day that I live, just because it might not have turned out that way, the way that it did. So I'm so glad and I'm so grateful that he saved me. I mean, he saved me when I was on the floor in the weakest moment crying, and one of those moments where that's why bullying is just one of those things that I don't stand for at all. I will always be against bullying. I'll always, speak up against it. And it's just one of those things.
I appreciate you for sharing that with not just me, but with the audience as well.
Absolutely.
Bullying can definitely push someone to the edge, and you never really know what someone's going through behind the scenes. And your words and actions and influence really can alter a person's not only mental state, but one's actions. When you were
Absolutely.
going through that process, or I don't want to say that process, but when you were navigating that season and you were going through what you were going through at such a young age at 13, and you said you were just you were broken in a way, and you were just on the
Absolutely.
floor and emotional and so vulnerable. What, like, where did you just begin saying like, God, if you're real, kind of thing, can you help me get through this? Or can you please, like, was there some form of a sign where you're like you felt saved or liberated from such pain?
Yeah. So honestly, it just felt like one of those things where I was about to go through that. And it just really felt like God was in that moment and He was stopping me and preventing me from actually doing what I was about to do. Honestly, it just felt like one of those things where I was about to go through that. And it just really felt like God was in that moment and He was stopping me and preventing me from actually doing what I was about to do. So it was just one of those moments where I'm always going to be grateful for what He did for me.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. And again, thank you for sharing that. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad that you're still here. And you're
Absolutely.
you're an extraordinary man. Like, and I don't say that lightly. I really do mean that from just what I've seen online from you. And also our conversation that we had
I
with our
appreciate it. Thank you.
messages. You're an extraordinary guy. But when now, going into high school was when you were navigating high school, did the bullying continue? Did it stop? Was there ever just like something that maybe you did where you kind of got a sense of fresh air where, that kind of halted or stopped for a little bit? Or did it continue until after you graduated?
No, so it was more like so it happened when I was in eighth grade. And then going into high school, obviously, it didn't happen or anything like that. But obviously it was one of those moments that I still remember to this day. And it was just one of those tough moments that I got through, and it was only by the grace of God that I got through that moment.
Wow. Yeah, to develop that, to be saved at such a time like that. Like there was a life experience of mine where I was under psychiatric hold, and Jesus literally saved my life. And it's not like a religious thing, but there was some form of a profound transformation that took place that's even till this words I cannot put into words.